quick video going over my soil test results for my blueberries. Last year I had made a video about how to fertilize blueberries organically. Actually, my most viewed video on that particular channel, and this is a soil test I did basically about a year, basically almost exactly a year later, and it kind of shows my fertilizing method is pretty much working, especially when it comes to the pH of the soil, which is very important for blueberries. So the company I'm using is My Soil Testing. I've done this is, I think, my 5th or 6th soil tests I've done with them for different stuff. Pretty happy with the company. Results come in pretty fast after they receive it, and are easy to use. So first, let's get to the results. Also, we have a little chart here we can go by, but I like to go by the numbers. So it gives you, the thing about My Soil Test, they have like a handful of different things you can choose from. One of them is like, which happens to be blueberries. They have like lawns, trees, vegetable garden, and it kind of gives you the optimal range for what you're picking. So for blueberries, the pH is 4.5 to 5.5. I'm at 4.7. To compare that, pretty much everything else in my yard is in the mid to upper six range. So that's excellent. I'm actually surprised I've actually got my pH down this low, especially doing it organically. Nitrogen on every test I've ever done is low. I really don't get too worried about that. A lot of soil test companies, or just like agriculture places you would send your soil testing to, don't even test for nitrogen. And part of that has to do with that nitrogen is very hard to be accurate with. Just the soil temperature alone, the temperature of the soil, the moisture content of the soil, there's so many variables that can affect what nitrogen is actually available. And maybe this company has figured it out. I would say probably not, and that the results are not 100% accurate, as no matter what type of test I've done, my nitrogen's always been low, including my grass, which does get quite a bit of some lawn fertilizer. So not too concerned about that. And of course, it does break up the two different types of nitrogens, but once again, not really focusing on that. My phosphorus content is in optimal range, 15 out of, optimal being 8 to 20. And my potassium is showing a little bit on the low side. I'm not too worried about that. Organically, you could easily fix that with some sulfur of potash. That's the organic way to get potassium up. I'm not too concerned about that. I'm going to keep doing my Hollytone, which is a pretty balanced product. Obviously, my sulfur content is absolutely off the charts, but the way we're bringing down the pH is using sulfur. That's how we lower soil pH. So, of course, the sulfur content is off the charts. And then we start getting to your micronutrients, like calcium is fine. One thing that's really low, we got, some magnesium a little low, not too concerned. And boron's low everywhere in my yard. Not really too worried about that. But with this company, you can simply put in your square feet. So I got 100 square feet, and it gives you recommendations on how to fix it based on their soil results. They're saying per 100 square feet to do a 505 organic product, or for doing a synthetic product or chemical, however you want to word it, it's recommending a 0060 and a 2100. And if you go to shop recommended products, if you click on organic, it'll take you exactly to a 505 product. And if you click on synthetic, it'll take you to those synthetic products. And it can also do some like micronutrient products. I've never been too impressed with that, but the organic, it does take you directly to a product with these numbers related. So yeah. But anyway, so this kind of verifies that my fertilizing methods are definitely working. From blueberries, I've got my pH down very low. Everything else is kind of okay. My blueberry plants are doing very well. Give or take, I don't know how well I'll get much of a crop this year due to the ridiculously warm summer that we had. I mean, it's not summer, February. February was just unbelievably warm. And if March stays on trend, March will actually be colder than February was. And so I think the blossoms are definitely going to take a little bit of a beating this year due to this kind of like freak weather pattern that we've had this year in my area. Anyway, if y'all have any questions, leave a comment. But until next time, I hope y'all have a good day.